What's going on, everybody? In the background is just going to be some Battlefield 2 gameplay, offline bots. There's like this really cool mod for it, where you can get like I think it's like 64v64 or 32v32 for offline, and it's pretty tit milk. I ain't gonna lie, I do really enjoy it. This was like my first time playing it. It's like really shit gameplay. Like Battlefield 2 veterans are gonna be like, "What the fucking shit is this guy doing?" And so before we get started, because I've not really talked about this on my channel about Battlefield, I want to give a overview of my history with Battlefield. So I got into it with Bad Company 2. I didn't really get into Battlefield until Battlefield 3, and that's because Modern Warfare 3 came out around the same time, and I really did not enjoy Modern Warfare 3. So Battlefield 3, I got it on GameFly. Remember that thing? I got it on GameFly for the Xbox 360, and it hooked me. I fucking loved Battlefield 3. And then Battlefield 4 came out, and even though it had shit netcode issues, I played the fucking shit out of it and loved that game. And then when they finally fixed that piece of shit, it really became an amazing game. It had some really awesome DLCs, really awesome maps, a massive sandbox, and it was, in my opinion, to this day, the best Battlefield game. Battlefield 1 came out, and actually, I totally forgot about Hardline. Let's not talk about Hardline. That's not a real Battlefield game. Battlefield 1 came out, which threw me off of Battlefield, because I know a lot of people love Battlefield 1. There was a lot of cool shit about Battlefield 1, but the World War I setting just threw me off, because it just felt like a downgrade from Battlefield 4 and even Hardline, because of its lack of sandbox variety. And at its core, Battlefield is a sandbox PvP large-scale shooter. So, having a big sandbox matters, and it just felt like a huge downgrade. So Battlefield 1 threw me off, and I just didn't enjoy the game. Battlefield 5 comes out, World War II, played it a little bit, didn't really enjoy it. The Pacific update comes out for the game, and it's fantastic. I love the Pacific update. It was really fucking tit milk, and then they ruined it with the time to kill change, and that ruined my fun with the game. So, they basically said fuck it right after the Pacific came out to Battlefield 5, and they've been working hard fucking core on Battlefield 6 or whatever it's going to be called. Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm really excited for this game. A lot of the leaks seem like it's going to be really kick-ass. Yeah, so 5 things. Let's talk about it. First thing here is a Battlefield 1 style trailer. The Battlefield 1 trailer was one of the best trailers I've ever seen in my entire life. It was really fantastic. And Battlefield 5 came out with theirs, and that one obviously sucked. Everybody hated that one. It was going for like this Michael Bay style that just didn't work. It didn't fit. It just was not a good trailer at all. And then they made the War in the Pacific one, which was phenomenal. They went back to that Battlefield 1 large-scale, brutal, style trailer that, it glorifies how a regular game would happen, but it was still really fucking awesome. Everybody loved the War in the Pacific trailer. I'm assuming we're going to be getting a trailer like that. After doing the War in the Pacific, it would make sense that they would do another trailer that's a Battlefield 1 style trailer. So, yeah. Second thing here, no fucking celebrities, please, for the reveal. I don't want to see fucking Trevor Noah. I don't want to see anybody, all right? Just do the reveal. Have, I don't know, some guy from DICE or something come out and talk about it. And that's it. We don't need these fucking celebrities. We don't need bitch-ass Trevor Noah to come in and make all his cringy, stupid jokes that everybody hated. We don't need this fucking overly charismatic fucking dude that we had for Battlefield 1. Just give us a guy from DICE. Okay, give us a guy from DICE, a normal fucking dude, and have the reveal be like that, okay? I don't want some fucking celebrities and shit doing it, alright? Because we can't fucking relate to them, So, anyway, yeah, no fucking celebrities, please. Number 3, large Battlefield 4 style sandbox. Now, people at the time complained about the sandbox in Battlefield 4. What the fuck? How could you complain about that? Anyway, they talked about how having a lot of variety in the sandbox is actually bad, because it makes, some of the weapons not very good. And, you're only going to have really a few weapons that are really good. This whole mentality in PvP shooters are, really fucking stupid, in my opinion, because I thought Battlefield 4's, sandbox balance was really fucking solid. And how I play PvP shooters is I usually kind of just pick, some guns that I like using, and then I'll use those. And there was a ton of different guns I loved using in Battlefield 4. And so I think that point is really fucking stupid. Like, they could do a Battlefield 4 style balancing and shit and be perfectly fine. Battlefield 4's balance was great. Obviously, there's some guns that were kind of ape shit in close quarters, like the AEK, but honestly, it really wasn't that big of a deal in comparison to some other games. I thought having that was great. And like I said, at its core, this is a sandbox game. This isn't Call of Duty, all right? This is a sandbox PvP game, you know. So it makes sense to have a living shitload of stuff. You know, like if you're playing in a sandbox when you're a kid, you know, imagine going back to when you're a kid, right? And would you rather play in this little tiny sandbox or a fucking big ass fucking sandbox, you know? Like, I'd rather play in that big ass fucking sandbox. Or would you rather go to a water park, right? A fucking water park. Would you rather have this little tiny water park and go over there? Or would you rather have this big ass fucking, holy shit, this thing is huge water park, right? I'm gonna go to the big ass fucking water park. And yeah, sure, some of the water rides are gonna suck ass compared to some of the bigger ones. But who fucking cares? There's a shitload of these fucking things, you know? And that's fucking awesome. I way prefer that over these smaller, shittier ones, right? So yeah, give us a big ass fucking sandbox, and I'm gonna love it. And don't do this shit where you hide weapons. You know, we don't have like jack shit of a sandbox at launch, and all of a sudden with all the DLCs, oh, now we get a big sandbox. Don't do that stupid shit. Keep it to, you know, keep it a lot, and then add in those, you know, some weapons and stuff post launch. What I'm assuming is probably going to be in like a battle pass system or some shit. They're probably going to copy Call of Duty. So yeah, number 4, offline bot mode, man. We fucking need this shit. You know, sometimes I just want to chill and play against bots, and Battlefield has never offered that for me. That's something Call of Duty is great for. And I really feel like it'd be fun to have a offline bot mode for it. We've seen them do this with Battlefront 2, and Battlefront 2 has a lot of offline content. And it works fantastically in that game. I don't really see why we couldn't have it in the next Battlefield game. You know, you're using the same engine, the Frostbite engine. So I would think it wouldn't be like that hard to do it. I mean, I'm not a fucking game developer, so I'm not going to try and act like a what do they call it? Like a backseat game developer or like an armchair developer or something like that. I don't fucking remember what the hell it's called. But anyway, yeah, an offline bot mode would be really awesome, and I'd love to see it. And number 5 is no attrition system. This is thing that honestly really killed the thing with BF5 for me was the attrition system. Now, Battlefield always tries to really encourage teamwork, which, in my opinion, has pretty much always worked perfectly fine. But then they try to encourage it even more with the attrition system, which I fucking despise. So essentially, you can no longer heal to 100 health without a med pack, which you have to get from medics or being a medic. And this makes it so you're essentially always reliant on having a medic around you. And if the medic dies, you're kind of fucked. And that's how it is, right? They try to go for a more realistic system. You had less ammo, which I didn't mind the less ammo part. It just, what really pissed me off is that you couldn't heal to full health. And that just felt like shit. Because what if I want to flank around the enemy and there's not a lot of people with me, which is perfect for flanking. Because the enemy ain't going to see that shit coming. And then you're fucked, you know, because maybe you don't have a medic with you and you have a support and an assault or whatever. And it's like, oh, well, shit. How am I going to communicate to have a medic over here? Oh, you can't. You can't. You're fucked. So I just hated the attrition system. Get rid of that shit. I did fucking love the building system. I forget what it was. So there's like around the capture points, you can like build fortifications and stuff. And it was really cool. Fortification, yeah. That system in Battlefield 5 was amazing. I want to see that come back. That was a really cool system. But the attrition system, fuck that shit. Get that stupid shit out of here. I hated that shit. I don't know how the community generally felt about it, but I really didn't like it. So hopefully they get rid of that piece of crap. But the fortifications, dude, if you guys bring that back, I'm going to orgasm because I love that system. And typically I don't enjoy like building and stuff in games, but I fucking love that. You know, the simplicity of it was fantastic. You could build these fortifications around a site, and you could really hold that bitch down. You know, and this worked fantastically in a mode which I should have wrote this down in here. There was a mode in Battlefield 5. Let me see what it was called real quick. Breakthrough was the game mode that they added in Battlefield 5, which was fucking phenomenal. I loved Breakthrough, and I'd love to see that come back. The fortification system was awesome. So you'd basically, if you're getting butt fucked by the enemy, you would all retreat to this point, with this one point, put up the fucking fortifications, and just be like, hold it down, men! Kill them! Kill them all! And just shit like that. It was fucking badass. I loved role-playing in Battlefield 5 and doing that shit. And then just going around and just being like, medic! I need a medic! Ah! And just like a fucking shooting an enemy and then he gets shot like, ah! Fuck! Oh, God! Oh! Just shit like that was just, oh my God, it was so fucking fun. So bring that mode back. I'm really hyped for the next Battlefield game. Just get that shit in there. I'm super hyped. Hopefully we're getting this kick-ass Battlefield game the leaks are talking about. And, yeah, peace.